Waldorf, teachers aren't only there to educate, but they want to become closer with you and diminish those boundaries between like a teacher who they just want to tell you what to do and a student who doesn't want to listen to what the teacher is trying to say. And I think that boundary like at our school isn't there anymore because the teachers are so open and empathetic. And I don't think I would be where I am with my grades or anything if those teachers weren't always there to pressure me to do, because they know I can do better. Like they want to see me succeed.
Well, I definitely think that over the past 12 years, because we've had such a diverse curriculum that included so many different elements, not just the core knowledge that you're supposed to get from a high school experience, going into like my university next year and just like out into the world, I think that I have a base that has allowed me to kind of perceive and understand the world through my own way and not just take in the knowledge that I was provided with, but also prepared me to learn on my own.
Well, I think there's two really amazing opportunities that the school gives students. One is the ability to do exchanges in grade 10, and the other is to do, or what the grade 12s do every year, which is the grade 12 service trip. Both trips are a really great way of really just sort of understanding, like getting a better understanding of yourself and really just expanding your horizons. Like with the exchanges, there's so many different Waldorf schools around the world, so you have so many opportunities to go places and experience a different culture and just living with other people and seeing how different they live from where you live. The grade 12 trips are also a really great way of connecting with yourself, learning things that you might not have known you had in yourself before, and really just getting an interconnectedness with some wonderful people that you have in your class and the wonderful teachers.
Any teachers also can have more one-on-one attention with each student because there's fewer kids per class. So this means that each kid and each teacher is also held more accountable for their actions because their impact really matters. I have relationships with many different grades. So like I have friends in grades 10 and 11, and I talk to the grade 8s and 9s. The way that we are taught is very much discussion-based and presentation-based, which obviously we do a lot of other things as well, but I personally really enjoy discussions because I feel like I understand the material better and I'm better able to understand why the teacher is teaching what they are teaching instead of just, this is the quadratic equation, we'll go into this is why this exists and so on. And then if we have any questions, I find that the teachers in the class sizes are always super open to hearing questions, and then it becomes like this whole class discussion, not necessarily just like right off the textbook. So I feel like for me, it's made learning much easier and more exciting.
It gave me the skills to basically go out into the backcountry and stay in camp there in any season, and I can do it comfortably by myself, which I don't think is something most high schoolers can say. Because we were giving such a broad range of experiences, I could not only reassure myself that I did want to go into the subject, but I also discovered many other things about myself that could be interconnected with that and didn't only give me one path, but it made it wider. We can learn more from them, mainly because they're focused on our development rather than just delivering a lesson.
On these outdoor trips, you really have to be a leader. All of us have to step up and take the role that we're assigned, which could just be carrying more luggage up the mountain or just being a positive person within the group so you're able to be that light within the dark times that we have on these trips. Sometimes it could be wet and rainy and the moods are pretty low, but for that, I made that as a challenge for myself to step up to lighten up the mood so everyone's kind of happy with that. I also want a big perseverance during these times, as there are going to be a lot of sleepless nights out there in the backcountry, which you just have to push through those. You have to still do your best the next day as everybody's kind of counting on you, as you all have your own role within that environment. I also learned how to connect with my classmates in the outdoors, as our connection outdoors is just it's such a valuable thing to have, as we just trust each other, we can rely on each other to get the job done and just work together in such a great environment.